It's about to go down.
Lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix. Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Hello, viewers out there. You're welcome once again to Sports Orbit. My name is Afa Acho. Salifu Usman is right here with me. Salifu, welcome to this wonderful Thursday evening on Sports Orbit.
Wonderful Thursday indeed, Afa. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and on Sports Orbit today will be Commonwealth Games. Actually, the opening ceremony will be taking place tonight, and of course, more than 5,000 athletes are already primed for action in Birmingham. But the competition proper will begin tomorrow. But today, officially, Commonwealth will begin with the opening ceremony later this evening. Competitors from 72 nations and territories, many of which are former British colonies, will be vying for medals in 19 sports in the next 11 days. And away from athletics and swimming events, new events like women's 20 cricket, 3x3 basketball, and also lawn bowls will feature for the next time. Also, an integrated parasports program in some events will also feature for the first time. Sporting House Australia have topped the medals table at every game since 1990, except in 2014 when English finished top in Glasgow. The Commonwealth Games comes hot on the heels of the World Athletics Championship in Eugene, Oregon, which only finished on Sunday. So finally, after the long wait, the Commonwealth, will begin. And for this year's Commonwealth, it's some new innovations. For the first time, they're introducing parasport, and they've prepared more medals for women than men in this year's Commonwealth Games. And of course, for Nigeria, we'll be participating in 9 of those sports. And how are you looking forward to this edition of the Commonwealth Birmingham 2022?
And thank you all for this year editions of the Commonwealth. Is like the homecoming.
Yeah.
Remember, just like you say, it's being participated by the British colonies, and it's being hosted by a British.
Yeah.
British. That is like a homecoming for all the participating countries for their former colonies, and definitely all the athletes will feel at home. Like say it's a homecoming, and then definitely the British were their former colonies will all go to see that all the athletes with very wonderful receptions, and just like yesterday there was a welcome receptions party for the athletes and for the guests and for the officials, and it was a marvelous one, and the athletes are beginning to feel that yes, they were at home, and apart from the competitions, in as much as athletes, everybody was taken to the pitch or taken to the court or taken to the indoor hall to struggle and to compete against each other. There's also a unity, a semblance of unity is coming together for all the former colonies and doing together. I think this is a good one, and we hope to see in the next 11 days how it's going to like to be. Either British who are hosting this year edition, and the Australia has dominated the game, and either they will going to once again talk with the Australia this time for another time again. Then we are waiting to see.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, we'll see. I mean, Australia clearly has dominated the Commonwealth for many games. The only time England actually dominated was in 2014 when Glasgow hosted it. That was after a long time. That was another time where a British, a nation held it in 2014. Still on the Commonwealth now for Team Nigeria. Of course, this morning, the duo of Toby and Muson and Esebrume arrived Team Nigeria camp right there in Birmingham to a rousing welcome by officials and athletes. Especially with their recent successes at the just concluded athletic championship, clearly officials and their teammates alike were excited to see them. Remember on this show yesterday, we had talked about some visa hitches for some of them, but that has been resolved and they've hit camp. Whether I would like it or not, in as long as Team Nigeria is concerned, the spotlight will be on two of these ladies, not just for Team Nigeria and Commonwealth as a whole, because we have a world record, a record holder being in Commonwealth, so everybody will be looking out for her to see what she's going to do at the Commonwealth.
You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. First, thank God that apart from the elder Bisha ICs has been sorted out, and all the athletes that participated in the World Athletic Championship have found their way down to England. And that is a good one, and that has lifted the spirit of the Team Nigerians in Canada, because we can't afford to miss all that medal potential athletes not turning over. Now we have arrived successfully in Birmingham, and just like you see, the spotlight is always on Esebrume and Toby Amosu. They're not the only one that arrived the team camp this morning. There are a few others, about about 8 of them that arrived this morning from the USA. But the spotlight and the media are just focused on the do.
And that is understandable.
Very, very understandable. Media have no apologies to
at all.
So if you want the spotlight to be
your performer also simple as that. Yeah.
So and just like you say, citing the Esebrume and Toby Amosu in the Team Nigeria's camp, the moon was lifted. It's like and not only Nigeria's athletes, even within the Africa athletes who were able to the Commonwealth Games, the Botswanas, the Botswanas and the rest, they were all excited. And remember, now you have to know that Toby is now it's not like a mentor for many African countries, many Commonwealth nations, and just like that, apart from Esebrume, I may not be right, but apart from Toby Amosu, there's no any Commonwealth athlete who have a new world record. So he has a new world record. So just like the spotlight will definitely be on her, and there's almost likely that the pressures will be on her, and he has to be calm. He has to be who he is. He has to remain disciplined, because if the case is not taken, all the athletes who are going to participate in the medal, in the competition, in the 100 medal, everybody will be looking up to her. And definitely, he is the athlete. She is the athlete to beat, because everybody if you are lining up with a record holders, so definitely have to look yourself as inferior to her. And you also a challenge. You have to also challenge yourself that, well, I can do it, and she has to up there. If it's not case, that you have to be very careful and to ensure that he maintain this momentum, he enjoy it, and not to cut it short immediately. Because I pray to not be so. If a record holder who is a world champion just come to the Commonwealth Games and get beaten, that would be another big story.
Exactly. Yeah. Clearly, still on Amuson and Brume, president of the Nigerian Olympic Committee, Habu Gumel, has revealed that the two athletes who excelled were on the sponsorship of the Olympic Committee. Gumel noted that the NOC, as an organ of the federal government, placed Amuson and Ese on a scholarship program since 2018 with annual stipends till date. The NOC also revealed details of this scholarship in financial terms. The fund is from the IOC Solidarity Fund secured by the NOC. In his words, he said, we have 14 of our notable grade A athletes under the scheme, and we have never failed to give them the training and school grants. There's need to pay for all staff members of each top athlete, and that is why grants are essential. In addition, the Minister of Sports, Sunday Dare, came up with the Adopt an Athlete initiative, in which the Delta State government adopted Brume, while Ogun State adopted Amuson. So in essence, like they say, success has so many relatives. Now that these girls, are in the spotlight, are, doing very well, everybody is now trying to somehow align to say that, yes, our scholarship program has supported. I remember even this other day, the Ogun State governor, while congratulating Amuson, was like, yes, he adopted her in the Adopt an Athlete So everybody is trying to, try to align somehow with these girls. But if this they haven't succeeded like this, it would have been a different story. I'm sure even the Ogun governor wouldn't have agreed that he adopted anybody as in the Adult and Athlete Initiative.
It's like you take the word from my mouth.
Yes.
Success has he has many uncles, has many brothers, has many sisters, has many fathers. But when you are failed, when you are down, nobody will identify you. Everybody will just abandon you. Well, the Nigerian Olympic Committee, well, kudos to them, but it is better not to have, they could have maintained silence than to come out to make this kind of public statement. Because based on it, and the money in question is not from the Nigerian Olympic Committee
at all.
The money from IOC, the International Olympic Committee. The International Olympic Committee has its own ventures and a grant given to a top athlete, and it's not only limited to Nigeria. So the NOC should not look as if they have done anything something special to have led to the success motions and what Amusha has succeeded to them. To me, I personally give credit. Amusha's success belong to her own determination.
Exactly, clearly.
She's determined. I'm not saying that the Nigerians have not been helpful. The Nigerians have been helpful. The Minister of Youth and Sport, particularly the current Minister of Youth and Sport, when he came on board, he is the first. He is the first. I can remember that came with the idea of athlete, the Adopt Initiative athlete, and that Adopt Initiative athlete has helped a lot. But the Adopt Athlete Initiative was for the Tokyo Olympic.
Exactly.
Was for the Tokyo Olympic. And because we didn't record so much success in the Tokyo Olympic, nobody came back to
exactly.
Ordinarily, Ogun State governors, I commended the Ogun State governors to have adopted to be Amusa. $10,000 was given to Amusa for the preparation for the Tokyo Olympic. But because she performed incredibly well at the Tokyo Olympic, but he didn't finish on the podium. But if she had finished on the podium, we did that credit would be better. But ideally, as a governor who is determined and who is aiming to see the success from athlete, what's wrong knowing that he's going for another championship for renew the initiative and giving her another $10,000 or giving her even $5,000 in preparing her for the world championship. And no any individuals can come out to say that this is how much I would pay or this is how much to contribute for her preparation for the world championship. Ogun State government provide $10,000. We know that was on record. Courtesy of the Adopt Initiative athlete adopted introduced by the Minister of Youth and Sport, the current Minister of Youth and Sport. That was for the Tokyo Olympics. And they know that he's coming out to say now that we have 14 athletes on the scholarship, on the scholarship of IOC. But the money always comes through the Nigerian Olympic Committees. We give credit to them for allowing that the money gets straight to the athlete. That's also kudos to them. But not to say that basically leads to what Amusa and Dako have achieved today. I give the credit to them for their personal determination and commitment to ensure that they succeed.
Exactly. I mean, clearly, like you said, I mean, for someone like Toby Amuson, this journey started for her. There was even a tweet she tweeted sometime in 2016 about she going to win a world record. At that time, sure, nobody took her seriously. The Ogun Governor Doyle was not even in office then. So to now say, yes, they adopt an athlete initiative and all of that, yes, it's not a bad thing and all of that, but don't make it look as if, yes, because of you did that, that is why she's, like you said, it's due to her own effort, her personal determination to ensure, because sometimes it's like even in school, you could spend money on a child, but the child might still go to school and exactly something else.
There are several examples to make reference to. But one is that our problem in this side of the world is that we always wait to celebrate
victory. Yes,
but we are never ready to contribute or to help build up to the victory. Exactly. But somebody can only become a victorious when you join hands together in pushing the person up, not waiting for the person to struggle until you climb up to on top of the ladder. You now begin to have climbing and crazy, and now everybody now want to identify with the person. But it's good that they are you identify for him. Ogun State government, thank you for providing a scholarship initiative for supporting her preparation for Tokyo Olympic. Now here is now a world record holder, it's now a world championship. Yes, Ogun State governor, you can call him Toby Amusana, he's from Ogun State. nothing's wrong. Award, give her a house.
Exactly.
Give her a duplex, in Abeokuta. That would be very fantastic, and that would be rememberable. That would be fun. You can also name a street or name an edifice after her in her honor in Ogun. That is another way of rewarding, and another way of also motivating her, and also motivating the upcoming stars, upcoming athletes to also follow the issue. And the Nigerian government, I said yesterday, the Nigerian government should ensure that Toby Amusa is graciously rewarded for what he has done for the country.
All right, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, Sport Orbit continues. Stay tuned.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word. Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Welcome back from that short break. You're still on to Sport Orbit. Now to some news coming out from CAF, where Confederation African Football has dismissed the talk of Nigeria hosting the 2025 AFCON alongside neighbors Benin Republic. According to CAF, it's claimed they have not stripped Guinea the hosting right of the 2025 African Cup of Nations. President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, had revealed on Tuesday that Nigeria and Benin Republic are in discussion to co-host the competition. There are reports that the 2025 tournament could move away from Guinea due to political situation in the country. The country has been under military rule since the coup last year and has led to concerns over organization of the 2025 competition. One official of CAF said his organization nor Guinea football officials have discussed the right to host to another country. He said the host for the 2025 tournament remain Guinea, and that has not changed. We have not discussed anything about a replacement or received any communication from Guinea about the inability to host. I saw that story too earlier, and like we were saying, I mean, this man, your tenure is supposed to be wrapping up, and sometimes I think he's too quick to, shall I say, poke nose or put his mouth in matters that do not even concern you, really. Even if Nigeria is going to host a tournament, is it the decision of the NFL president? That are things that the government and through the Ministry of Sports are supposed to take, and not the NFL president going on there to say, yes, Nigeria and Benin Republic are going to host the 2025 African Cup of Nations.
You know, Amaju Pinnick is a confused man. He's a confused man. And he's trying for his selfish interest. He's trying to give himself a safe land.
Exactly.
To give himself a safe fit. If not, the 2025, we are just talking about 2023 AFCON.
Exactly.
The 2025 host is already known, and I know the Guinea, just like the CAF officials say, are working towards that. But Amaju Pinnick, without any iota or any social, just went on media at the function. I know he got an interview at the function in Lagos when the former Nigerian legend, Teslim Balogun, was honored. Was honored. And that is where he got an interview that yes, Nigeria is putting in place a joint bid to co-host with the Benin Republic that the Guinea may be stripped off of the hosting right. And I think if the CAF is serious one, is CAF you also is even show him, because we are a member of the CAF executive committee and you have a privilege, we don't even assume that, and that has not been officially announced. What would you just come out and begin to say something, some sort of thing, and the entrant embarrass the country.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes he's too quick to speak. Not, I mean, these are matters that even
he's always trying to show that
exactly. Like I said, even if Nigeria
and
is planning to host, it's not he who makes that decision.
Yes, it's actually
exactly.
A government decision.
It's a government decision, and not an NFL president saying we are going to host. Are you going to bring the funds from your pocket?
No.
So it's a country that decides, the government of a country that decides, let's bid for this tournament and host it, not an NFL president.
NFL can move the idea,
but not you going on there to state categorically.
Present it to the Nigerian government to look at the Minister of Transport. But although he said, according to him, he said the minister have given go ahead for it, but I don't think so. If the minister have given go ahead.
CAF has come out to say that Guinea are still hosting that competition. So, well, away from that, now to some foreign news where newly signed Juventus midfielder Paul Pogba could be ruled out of this year's World Cup due to a knee injury he suffered in training. And Pogba, who officially joined Juventus earlier this month, will visit a specialist consultant to determine what treatment is needed. The 2018 World Cup winner, who returned to Juventus 2 weeks ago, has flown back to Italy to see a specialist. And from the way it's looking, they said he could be sidelined for 4 to 5 months. And if that happens, he will completely be out of Qatar 2022.
That's why the Man U fans are not happy that this guy is leaving. The Man U fans are not happy with him at all. Well, I wish.
But even at United, towards his latter end of the year, he's been having recurring injury problems.
We pray that the injury should not cut short his career. Injury has cut short several players' career now. Good that the Pogba issue should not be the case, because we still have believe that they still have a lot to offer football. And because when the player begin to have injuries currently, that means something is wrong. We hope that we'll be able to identify specialists who can be able to correct that problem, and so he can still, because he still have a lot to give football. And
still a young man, still 28, 29 rather.
For instance, the France will be definitely worst hit for this bad news if it's happened that he's going to be in the World Cup, because he's an integral player of this France national team.
Even for Juventus, I mean, with this situation now, Juventus are actually back in the market looking for a replacement, looking for a midfielder.
That's part of fortune.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, from that now to some transfer news where, of course, yesterday Barcelona actually did it for the second time to Chelsea again, beating Chelsea to the signing of defender Jules Koundé after agreeing a fee of 55 million euros with Sevilla yesterday. Koundé was the subject of several bids from Chelsea, and reports suggested he was close to a move to the English side at the end of last week. However, Barca upped their interest over the weekend, with sources revealing that Xavi Hernandez insisted on signing the centre-back was key in getting the deal over the line. And of course, it's the second time during the transfer window that Barca are beating Chelsea to a player. They also brought in Rafinha from Leeds after the London club had agreed a fee for the forward. I mean, so looks like since the departure of Roman Abramovich, looks like things are not what they used to be like in Chelsea, because whether we like it or not, things are not the same way, because since his departure,
it can never be the same.
Exactly, football director. I mean, two key personnel. You know, former transfer guru, that's Marina. She left. Of course, Peter Cech was also director of football, had to leave that position, and now the new owner, instead of allowing, the other officials take charge, he's deciding to take charge for transfer himself.
We are novice in the system.
Exactly. I mean, this fellow is coming from America, doesn't know too much about football and all of that.
The transfer is not going well for Chelsea
at all.
Why they are losing they are losing their own players from that club. Even an attempt to bring a replacement has also not been helpful.
Exactly.
So I think Chelsea needs to. They still have a short time to do it for certain reasons. But the key player they were after, they have also losing those key players.
Two players.
Two of their defender has also left.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
They need to watch out and be very careful as we approach the new season. That maybe that would have led why Arsenal was able to trust them 4-0.
So far, I mean, they've only been able to sign Koulibaly from Napoli. That's the only success. But their attempts to sign Rafinha and Koundé have not been successful. And also, even before Lewandowski went to Bayern. I mean, they were also, interested in him, but Bayern, Lewandowski had insisted that his mind was set on Barcelona. Anyway, that's that for that. With that,
what's happened? There's another news from at the Old Trafford. I don't know what is happening. Ronaldo has demanded that he wanted to leave.
Okay, yeah. He demanded that his contract be terminated and for him to leave. Well, I think the hierarchy are still looking at that situation. For me, I think, why not? If he wants to leave, there's no point. And the funny thing is, where are you even leaving to? Because no club is even ready to take you on. The other day, we were talking about Atletico, but Atletico has come out to say, look, we don't need him.
Even the fans protest that.
Exactly.
That they don't want him in their club. And that you should also know that Atletico will not, no matter how, even though Ronaldo is offered them free, they will not take it because he happened to play for a rival club, city rival club. Yeah. So definitely he will not have to play. And even though Ronaldo has to be careful, talk to the other day, he has to be very careful the way he go about this situation. Because
like you're saying, the way he's going, this could just signal the end of his career.
Because if you decide, he's heading to that direction.
If you decide that you are going to terminate your contract, no club in Europe wants you. So what do you do? Maybe you go to Saudi Arabia.
Well, from the look of things, I mean, see Ronaldo going to play in MLS League or Qatar.
Exactly.
Or probably China.
Yeah. So wouldn't have been better than just being playing in the Europa League? Nobody wants you.
Nobody wants you.
Exactly.
And if your desire, you are driven to go and play Champions League, and all the club in the Champions League,
say no. Well, we wish him well.
Can join us national and play in the
when he's leaving United because of Europa and to join us. So, well, we wish him well. Someone said he should go back to his boyhood club, Sporting Lisbon. After all, they are in the Champions League.
And the Sporting Lisbon say they need him. They can give him a safe land.
Yeah, but he has said Sporting Lisbon is completely out of it for now. So if he feels
like he's putting himself in the
exactly because if they go ahead and terminate the contract and you don't get the club, so what happens?
Well, maybe some of the big clubs wanted to move for in the private discussion after that because of your wage or because of this, and we can afford you. And the only way for him to get that push to wanted to terminate the contract can be a free player and can move to those clubs he wanted to move to as a free deal. Well, a club like PSG or Manchester United. But Manchester United with Haaland, you still need a player like Ronaldo.
They don't need him. Clearly, if they need him, I mean, since Ronaldo signified interest, these clubs would have been falling over themselves to get him. But
or maybe Chelsea that is still losing from all fronts.
But Chelsea clearly, when he was offered to Chelsea, clearly said we are not interested.
Why they cannot be interested? Maybe they will not be interested because of the wage bill, or because of the because of the financial involvement.
No, for Tuchel, the chairman said he wants it, but he said you have to speak with the manager. But Tuchel said clearly the kind of football he wants to play. Ronaldo
just like out of it.
He fits into our plan. Well, that's much we can give you on today's episode of Sports Orbit. Don't forget, opening ceremony Commonwealth comes up later this evening, and of course, the competition starts properly tomorrow. And be sure that here on Sports Orbit, we'll be here to give you updates as they come. And this hoping that Team Nigeria also, does Nigeria and Africa at large proud at the Commonwealth. So, once again, thank you for hanging out with me today in the studio.
Thank you, Alpha.
Right, until we come your way tomorrow again, my name is Alpha. Stay safe out there. Goodbye from here.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.